it's December.
I know. November evaporated on me too, and I think it's just because all the stuff going on, but everybody has lots of going on, right?
Yeah.
Everyone does. But welcome back. This is our third Woolly Winter Countdown. This is our third one.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I think it qualifies as tradition at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll introduce you first. This is my good friend Anne Frost from the I Thought I Knew How podcast. This is the third year she has joined me for our daily vlog in December, where we are going to upload every day and knit Advent projects. We'll get to that in just a second, but it's a lot of
Yes.
fun. We talk about everything from menopause chin hairs to what we're knitting, of course, and whatever comes to mind. We've talked about everything. I mean,
Pretty much
it's
everything.
mostly family friendly, but there may be some innuendos.
I think it's family friendly. Like if it was 200 years ago, your family would be involved in all of this more than they are now. Now we sort of age differentiate things, and younger people should know what they're coming into, you know?
Yeah, chin hairs, exfoliation.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yay!
So you have lots to talk about today. Well, we both have lots to talk about today, but welcome back to day one of the Woolly Winter Countdown.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me back. I'm very excited. We're just coming off of Wovember over on Instagram.
Yep.
And so we roll right into this. The party keeps going. And I love it because, Wovember's a lot of fun because we're learning about wool and ways to use wool. My wool's so awesome. But the Woolly Winter Countdown, I actually get new wool and I get to start knitting fun things with it. So
Same.
So it's fun and I look forward.
Oh, let me preface all of this by saying, if you are a new viewer here, welcome to the channel. My channel recently turned over 60,000 subscribers, and I'm excited about that. Thank you so much for being here. But if you're new here and you don't understand this craziness yet, you will. And please know that we do show notes. All of the links to everything will be down below in the video description. So Anne's Instagram, which we're going to talk about in a second, the link to all these things and all of our social media and our Ravelry is down in the video description.
We forgot to talk about the fact that there's going to be prizes this year.
Oh, let's talk about prizes.
So I have, as I was going through and getting set up to film and get Christmas set up and stuff, I found in 3 different locations leftovers from different giveaways that I've done. Okay. I did a stitch and pitch this summer and different other little giveaways that I've done through the years. And I decided I just want them out of my house. So I've decided that every day of the Woolly Winter Countdown, we will have a giveaway. And the way that it will work is you get what you get and you won't throw a fit. First of all, it will be a surprise gift you will not know what you're getting. But every gift packet is worth at least $5. Almost all of them are worth more, and some of them are worth $20.
Wow, and you're covering shipping for all this. That's a lot.
Yeah, and it's getting sent to you. So for that reason, because it's being shipped to you, this is only for US viewers. I apologize, but international shipping right now is just absolutely crazy.
It's hard.
So just so you can see, this is the first week of giveaways. Okay. So some of them are just flat things and I put them. So another thing is that if you're getting it in an envelope like this, it's a Christmas card. So that's just also because I had Christmas cards I'm trying to get rid of. We're using up stuff.
That's a fun thing. That's a good thing.
So anyway, they're not super, super religious-y, but they are Christmas cards, just so people are aware. So what will happen is every day, go to I Thought I Knew How on Instagram and look for the post announcing this. that we're doing it. Go over to YouTube and see the Woolly Winter Countdown, like that post, find that post. And it says on the image, the Woolly Winter Countdown, like you will not be able to miss it.
It says day 1.
Day 1.
Yeah.
So go find that post. First of all, make sure you're following me. Second, find the post and leave a comment.
And that's it.
Please be nice. And that's all you have to do. And every day.
Yeah, don't say we don't like your clothes.
Right? You say like too much. Not that I'm still upset about that. Anyway, go find it. Make sure you're following me. Leave a message, leave a note. And every day I will pick a winner and I'll just reach out to you through DM and say, hey, the winner, give me your address. And once a week or so, I will take these and
go to the post,
mail them. And it's like, I just like whatever one I grab that day, I'm going to throw an address on it and stick it in the mail. So it'll be a surprise to see what you get. I think it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not enough to do like a full giveaway of this or full, like it's not enough to fill goodie bags. It's not enough. It's all sort of odds and endsy kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know what a couple things are. And I was like, I want one of those. So I'm just saying it's good. Like Anne picks good things. So
it's good stuff. I think it's all good stuff. So
yeah. Of course. Fantastic. Yeah. So the other thing is because I'm knitting these toe up socks, and my customizable toe up pattern, the whole playlist is on YouTube and I'll link that down below. However, if you want your heel to fit perfectly, your actual anatomical measurements of your foot, I have a pattern for sale on Ravelry called Jana's Perfect Heel, and that will be 50% off through the rest of the month. So through December 31st, I will set up a code and we'll just call it Jana's 50.
Excellent.
And I'll put the code right there. And then you can get 50% off the pattern. Now the pattern comes with a video tutorial and a worksheet. So it's not just a one sheet Ravelry PDF. It comes with links to a video tutorial that is unlisted unless you purchase the pattern, and then a worksheet to help you figure out these measurements. And then, you can listen to me.
I think that's great. My youngest is in fashion school right now, and she had to take hand knitting this semester as a precursor to doing machine knitting and like learning to use a shimaseki and all of that kind of stuff. So one of the things that they had to do was learn to knit a sock. And I was like, you get yourself over to Jana's because I do not knit socks. I cannot help you with that.
That's not your jam. That's not what you enjoy. And that's okay. It's okay.
I was like, but I can help you with everything else you ask me. But other than that, it's Jana's jam. You got to get over to Jana and she will teach you.
There you go. Oh, and I will say, if you have any questions, drop a comment. And there are in December usually quite a few comments about what we talk about or what we say or what we should say or what we don't say, whatever. Be nice, people. However, if you want to be a channel member, you can do that and you get a badge. It's a yarn ball. And then we'll see your comments first because you get priority as a channel member. So
nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
The little join button is next to the subscribe button. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We
read all the comments. We try to get to all the comments anyway. I'm just saying that channel members receive priority. That's a perk of being a channel member.
They get boosted automatically. Like they just get bumped to the top of the thing. Yeah. I will say I 100% understand that I am a guest on Jana's channel and that many of you love Jana and you may not love me, and that's okay.
But
there's different people for different people.
Yeah, and that's okay. But
that's okay.
Most people, the comments that we get are like, yay, it's so fun to see you together again. Yay. That's what we get.
I just know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. You can just carry on with your day. It's okay.
Go get a different cup of tea. It's fine.
Go get a different cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I know one thing that people always ask when we do these is what we're wearing. And so those will be in the show notes. But we've knit the same sweater. So we're wearing the same sweater to start off with today. This is the Ripples sweater by Hilly Vandersloos. And I knit mine in Uradale Yarns. Did you also do
I knit
Uradale?
mine. Well, first, I have linked below. We did this as a knit along, and there's a tutorial playlist. If you want to knit it, I've walked you through it. I knit mine out of Brown Sheep Company Nature Spun Sport, and I did it in sport weight because Nature Spun tends to be a pretty fine fingering, and I wanted a little beefier sweater.
Yeah, there you
Mine
go.
is Brown Sheep Company Nature Spun Sport, and different colors than you did. You did yours in Hilly's pattern sample.
Yeah, these are the recommended colors for it.
And I made my own.
And it's at the bottom too.
It is.
There's a thumbnail for it, Jana.
Let's see. Here we go. Here's our thumbnail for today.
Here's our thumbnail.
Do the Kilgore.
But it's a great boxy fit, throw on and go, layering piece.
Yeah.
Colorful.
I just wear a t-shirt. Some people wear camis, so they don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I own a cami. I just wear a t-shirt under everything.
Yeah, I think I have like a sleeveless shirt.
It's a t-shirt.
Yeah. So
we try to find kooky thumbnails, and that was it. Thank you.
There we go.
There you go. I don't have to think about it today. Well, now they know what they're in for. Here's what you get. Oh, so let's talk about our Advent and what we're doing every single day.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay. So the reason why we do this is because we use this time to chat while we open our Advent yarn, or mystery yarn box yarn, would be more exact, I guess, for the one I do, because I actually curate a box of yarn Shetland-based wool producers that goes through the entire month because it's a lead up to Hogmanay or New Year's Eve. So it's called the Shetland Hogmanay box. And this year, it's yarn from 5 makers. I'm doing the math. Yes, 5 makers. And there's little gifties interspersed after each of the makers. And this year, we will see a preview of the pattern, enough of the pattern to get us started on day 5. So we can start knitting it along through the month. And you won't even know exactly what the pattern is until the last day, but we'll be able to get started on it. And I also have an Advent this year. One of the yarn producers that's in the box is Becky Pritchard from the Silly Sheep Company, and she's doing her own Advent this year. And so I have my Advent, the Shetland Hogmanay box, and I'll also be opening the box from the from the Silly Sheep Company. The Silly Sheep Fibre Company. Sorry, Becky. So I'm so excited because in the past, I haven't had a mystery box that I didn't know the contents of. I've only had the one that I curated. So I get to have a surprise this year too. And I'm very excited about that.
That's cool. So, like last year, I got with Michelle from Woolens and Nosh. She is one of my very favorite independent yarn dyers. She only does self-striping sock yarn. So usually, like, I'm in her club. So every month I get, like, this was October. So it's self-striping, and then you get your mini for the heels, toes, and cuffs as well. So there's a glare, sorry. Woolens and Nosh. Again, links will be down below. So this was the club yarn. So I get one of these every month, and I'm super happy about it. But then her Advent, just like last year, but if you weren't here, she sends this bag. It's the Woolens and Nosh 2024 Advent. And you don't know what you have here because all you see is this little tail coming out on each side. There's a tail on each side, and inside, and I have not peeked, inside is 2 50-gram self-striping cakes. And so they will match. As I knit them together, they will match. So I've knitted my toes. So what you do is you pull out the you pull out the yarn and you have a stripe a day. So it's usually the way she's done it in the past. I mean, I haven't peeked, so I'm not sure. But this is the neutral color. So this year it's a dark. Last year was kind of a beige, remember? So this year it's dark. So then you pull out the first color for day one and you knit. It's usually like 4 rounds if you cast on a 72-inch stitch sock. Three to 4 rounds, depending on your stitch count. And you knit that color and you knit until you get to the neutral. And that's how you know when to stop for the next day's stripe.
Right.
Now, I have big feet, so I am going to knit these toe up so that I make sure I have enough. And there will be 24 stripes. So for me, 24 stripes is not enough for my whole foot. So I'll carry on. So I will carry on because the cakes, the individual cakes, I think are 2 full repeats.
Okay.
Of the 24 stripes. You'll see what I'm saying. So people can follow along if they want. I will put a link down below to my customizable toe up pattern. So if people want to follow along with what I'm doing, knit your toe. I do not knit them 2 at a time. I mean, not simultaneously. I have 2, you see what I mean, on separate needles.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to knit my stripe a day. I ordered another Advent kit from Danny at Sunshine Yarns. She's in Boulder, Colorado, and it came yesterday. And I'm glad I looked. I looked at her like festive, she calls them festive kits. And they're 24 mini skeins, as usual with an Advent yarn kit. But they're not individually wrapped. And there was a warning. So you get the priority mailbox, and then it's the whole thing is stacked up and it's wrapped in tissue paper like a big bundle. And you can't see it. I mean, it's a couple layers of tissue paper and a nice little bow. But if you're going to open it, if you want it to be individually wrapped, like you need to have a family member go and do that for you.
Oh, wow.
But I couldn't stand it, so I just went and looked. And it's beautiful. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to spoil for anyone else that might have Danny's kit, but it's beautiful. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to knit something along, but I don't know because I have so many whips.
I am trying to only work on my UFO pile between, when did I start that? Like the beginning of November until well, I said my one exception was going to be this Advent project.
Right.
I can pass that on. So everything else is just supposed to be work in progresses between now and the new year. And I've actually finished 3.
Wow.
I was telling you about it. I thought I had 12. I finished 3, but as I was going through the bags to pick which ones I would work on, I actually found 3 others that had been put in with other ones. So I'm back to 12 again. So, but one of them that I need to work on is actually an Advent project that I started several years ago, and I have 1 and like a third, 1 1/4 done. It's the mitten.
Oh, yeah, that's number 1. Oh, those are large.
There'll be a link in the show notes for this one, but every, so it's 24 mittens, 25 mittens.
Those
so I have like a small child could use them, but they're meant to be big enough to hold something good size.
Like Toblerone.
Yeah.
That's like
I did do a mitten. I did a mitten and hat Advent age, like probably 15 years ago now, 12 years ago now, but it's in acrylic and it was like worsted, held double, and I really kind of hate it. So I'm redoing this one, but the problem is like this is how far I have.
But then it's complicated, like every day.
Yeah, so it's definitely like this one took me 3 days to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to have this done this year. What I was doing was I'm trying to use up scrap yarn, like leftovers from other Fair Isle projects.
Right.
And a lot of these colors will look familiar as I do it if you were involved with the Harriet's Hat project from years ago.
Right.
It's a lot of the leftover yarns from that. So
that's when we first met. That's when we first met.
That's how we met. Yeah, that's how we met, was doing the Harriet's Hat knit along. So that was 2019 was when that was. So yeah. So anyway, back in the day. So yeah, so I'm going to be plugging along. I'm going to hope to get like 5 done by
Yeah.
the end of this. So
Yeah.
if I can add 5 by the end of the month, then I'll be happy. And will I? I don't know.
I don't know, but can I talk about a scrappy project too that's a similar kind of thing?
Yes, please do.
So also kind of a garland situation. My little socks.
They
See?
are so cute.
And that one, like I ran out, so I had to add something else. That's okay. You know, little, oh, and I'll put the pattern for this. I put it on my channel. It's just a teeny little use it up, this teeny little use it up thing.
Yeah, I love that.
And so
It's
I
so
want to do like, boop, 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 and hang them up
yeah.
down and then maybe I'll string some lights, but I only have like 9 or 10 right now. But I can do these, I could do one a day. I could, maybe. Maybe I should do that instead of starting something else. You think?
The thing with this one, and I remember putting this away, and my frustration was like, it's just so small circumference. And I think what I'm going to do, see, this one I knit with 3 and then knitting onto a 4th.
Yeah.
And it
Or
was,
knitting on do 5.
yeah. And I think, and then I went to these small in the round ones, and my hands are just too big.
Magic loop, baby.
Well, I hate magic loops. So I think what I'm going to do,
I know that's why I said that. I thought you'd laugh, but you didn't
I
laugh.
think what I'm
I
going
just
to
hate
do
it.
is just do it on 2, have it on
2
2.
circulars. Yeah.
No, just 2
Oh.
straight needles,
Okay.
and then knit.
But you
And
know
then
what?
that way, all of the patterns on one needle, all of the patterns on the
Yeah.
other needle.
Have you done 2 circulars?
Yeah, I don't like doing that either. I feel like the opening pulls too much because of the curve of the. Anyway, I'm
You gotta
particular and
suck up.
persnickety.
I know. We all
So
are. You gotta suck up those ladders though.
yeah.
I
So
know.
anyway,
But
that's
you're
sort of
right. We all have our preferences. Like I'll magic loop all day long, but there's several
yeah.
people in my group. They're like they hate it, and they'll do 2 circulars. I mean, you got to do what works best for you. And then there's diehard DPNers. But that's why we say you're the boss.
Of your own knitting.
That's right. Yep, that is true.
That was.
So do you want to? Wait, I know. So do you want to open? Do you want to open a thing?
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's also talk about what happens later on. Our friend vent.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a friend.
You know what that sounds like? Friends vent. That sounds like it's a bitch fest. Okay.
So last year we had, because last year Jana had, because mine goes to the 31st, but Jana's went till the 25th. So we decided to do a week-long friend event where we sent each other things for that to open for that gap. And last year I sent you Connecticut stuff and you sent me Wyoming stuff, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But this year we're doing basically like a no buy one. Like we have to send stuff from our homes to the other person's home. And I know Jana, like it's maybe her mother's home to my home.
But we have some parameters, but right. So we're gonna try to not buy anything.
Right.
And but not like I'm not sending you dumb stuff. I'm gonna send you things I think that you would like and or find useful.
Yes. Yes. So yours is boxed up.
Really?
I just want to take it to the thing. Yeah, because I'm like between things at the moment, and I have a whole bunch coming up like Monday. So I was like, I just got to get a lot of this stuff like done and out of the way. So as I was setting up Christmas,
you went and dug through your like kitchen junk drawer to find stuff to send me.
I found some old gum from like 3 years ago.
I will eat stale candy. I'm just saying. I'm not that picky.
I'm pretty pleased with the things that I found for you, and they're all boxed up and they're packaged up inside, so you can open the thing without
revealing. Okay.
So that'll be on its way to you probably yeah, probably Monday. That'll be one of the things I
Nice.
run.
So we won't get to our friend's event until.
That'll be the 25th to the 31st.
Yeah. Cool. But in the meantime, you're going to open a thing and then I'll do the stripe and then you open your other thing.
Yes. So let's start with the Shetland Hogmanay box because I know there's like a lot of you out there. There were 60 boxes this year.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
the number one. So I will show my oldest design the stickers again this year. They're knit stitches
Fantastic.
with Fair Isle design letters on it. So
I knew it was either going to be a background of knitting and I thought maybe the one was Legos.
oh no.
But it's hard to see and I don't have my proper glasses on. So your oldest can just right away forgive me for all the misunderstandings.
She shall. They shall.
Oh, Uradale.
So, Uradale Yarn. This is their Flucra. So Uradale Yarn are an organic wool producer based there in Shetland. All the sheep are Shetland breed sheep that are bred for health purposes, not for color purposes. So they have a lot of naturally colored yarn. This is their natural white though. It's called Flucra. This is high demand. Their natural white is high demand. So everybody, you are lucky. You got a ball of Flucra in yours. So this is color one, kicking it off.
Nice. Oh, and I will put a link. I think the first year we had Woolly Winter Countdown, we had a podcast interview with Ronnie.
Yeah.
And I'll put that down below.
Yeah. And I will, just a quick reminder to anyone who also has the Shetland Hogmanay box, please wait until tomorrow to post the colors so you don't spoil. If you're gonna post to social media, do it the day after you open the ball of yarn. So,
and I'm gonna do that too with my stripes. And I think what I'll do is create a graphic on my stories that says spoiler. And so if people don't want to see, then right.
Yeah.
So just try to be conscious of that.
I'll have like an announcement post every morning on my wall. And so for day one, it'll just be the image. For day two, it'll be the image and it'll be the picture of day one's yarn. So that's how I do it as I go through.
And then do you just share the post to your stories?
Yeah.
Also. Right. Cool. Okay. So here's my toe.
Okay.
In
So
the
it's dark background this
charcoal. Yeah, it is dark, really dark. And this is for people that are following along and want to knit their Advent with me. This is Lynn Ashton's seam-free rounded toe. And that is a free method on Ravelry, and links are below. And then I get the bag and I'm just going to pull out stripe color.
Ooh.
This is, oh wow. I don't know if you can see. I'll put this up, but it's like a light lavender. It's not, it's a pinky it's kind of a light pink.
It looks pink on my screen.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I'll knit that. And also sometimes we wear the same clothes because we record 2 episodes at once because we like to have Sundays off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's, mom duties sometimes and whatever. So we do a video for every single day, but sometimes we have to double up.
Yeah. So if you see us wearing the same clothes, that's why.
But we're wearing the same clothes. You and I are wearing the same clothes today because we're just matchy friendship buddies.
And because you told me what you were wearing and I went and put mine on.
I know. Okay, I'm going to open from the Silly Sheep Fibre Company.
Nice. Day one. Surprise.
Day one.
And you won't know, you don't know what this is, correct?
No, I don't know. Look at that color.
Woo.
So I should say Becky has her own flock of sheep there in Shetland, and then she's the dyer as well. So she has the wool processed and then she gets it back and she dyes it.
Wow.
So this is Shetland rose dyed on a white base.
Oh my. Would you call that fuchsia?
Fuchsia. I would call it Shetland rose.
Fair enough. Here's a question. Are
yes,
you, as far as your Hogmanay box, are you or have you revealed? I mean, I know that people won't see the pattern until day 5, but have you revealed who your designer is.
Yes, so the designer is a young lady named Terri Laura, who is she does machine knitting, hand knitting. She designs for hand knitters.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. She has a side project that she does called The Amazing Benefits of Wool that she partnered with an artist there in Shetland to do, I think, 12. I'm looking over here because I have it hanging on my wall. Yep, 12 reasons why wool is wonderful. And they illustrated them, and you can get those on like mugs and coasters and dish towels and all sorts of things like that. So she's a wool promoter. She has there's a family croft involved where they have cows and sheep and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we'll throw links. I think we did an interview with her at one point, did we not?
We did. I'll put, when I go back and edit this, I will go track down all the things.
Yeah, so we'll have those links for her. She's on maternity leave right now, so she will not be appearing this year. She's on the tail end of her maternity leave, but yes, absolutely. And this pattern, if when you see the pattern, you love it, which you will. I am so in love with this pattern this year. She retains the rights to the pattern, so it will go up for sale on, I believe, January 1st is when she's going to make it live on Ravelry. So if you see it and love it, you can go buy the pattern yourself and support her.
And you can buy that independently, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for day one.
I think that is all for day one. I'm going to show one more time because, look at that. This is such an amazing white yarn, and look at that. Show me your lilac again. I want to see it one more time.
Well, I'll try. Okay.
Have you started knitting while we were talking?
Yeah.
Show me it so hard.
Neutral, and here's the pinkish. It's kind of a pale. It is a pale pink.
It's just so pretty.
Yeah. But we're going to record another episode. So yes, I'm knitting the day one stripe so I can show it in a few minutes. Okay, so these videos will be up every night. I will edit and post them in the middle of the night for if you live in California, but we want it to be up in the morning-ish if you live in Europe.
Yeah, so you can see it.
So probably they'll be up by like 12:30, 1 a.m. Pacific time, and then that would be 8-ish, 9-ish in Scotland.
We're your morning coffee for the next month. Grab your warming beverage and join us.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow too. Bye.